First off, just want to give props to Coach Bronco Mendenhall and his staff. Without a doubt, they were ready to play. Give credit to their players. They were ready to play. Not that we weren't. We were ready to play too. They just took it to us early on, especially their offensive side of the ball. Well, both sides of the ball, really. Just not used to having people move the ball like that on our defense. And they did a great job. And offensively, we were kind of hot and cold. Pretty typical day for us, but made some nice plays and just kept banging away. That's the whole team did. Had some special teams issues. We had some defensive issues. We had some offensive issues, but the thing we didn't have was a heart issue. Everybody played with all their heart, and we didn't have an issue with belief and team unity when things weren't looking too great. So that's the thing I probably appreciate the most about this team of players and coaches. So with that, we'll open it up.
Coach, what was the spark? They go up 28 early in the quarter, and then from then on, you guys score 38 points.
Yeah. Well, I know there's a pick six somewhere in there. That sparks everybody. Yeah. I love those. And as soon as he caught it, the only guy that could have tackled him stumbled or something. It was just like you knew it was going to be a house call. He was beautiful. But anytime you get an interception for a touchdown or a turnover for a touchdown, I mean, that ignites everybody. And I'll say this. The fact that our stands were full and our fans went nuts when that happened, that just accentuates the point of momentum changing. And it's hard to handle it as an opposing team, as a visiting team, to handle that kind of noise and excitement by the fan base. So they were amazing and very thankful for that.
Mark, how was that six able to unfold considering the success that Ben Kurt had?
I didn't see what happened, to be honest with you. But when you throw it that many times, you're going to make some kind of mistake. It could have been a route. I don't think it was a protection issue. It looked like he was fine in that regard. But I don't know if we disguised coverage. I do not know what happened or why it happened. But if you're going to throw it, 30, 40 times a game, there's going to be moments like that. And we threw a couple picks too. And thankfully, our picks. I guess the one pick we had would have been like a heck of a punt, to get them down deep. And then I think that's when they punted. We punted to them, and they fumbled it, I think. That was the one, or a bad punt. I don't remember. But, fortunately, most of our turnovers have given the defense at least a bunch of grass behind them to defend. And I don't think we've had a turnover for a touchdown at this point.
The interceptions you see, Malik missing throws you see?
Well, the only one I remember, to be honest with you, was the one to the left. As we were going down the field, we had a play where we were trying to bait the corner to come jump an inside route, and I think he was getting ready to do that. And our job at that point is to avoid the collision. That's the best way. The only way he can really stop that outside lane guy going deep on that particular play. And he played it textbook. The corner did. And got right in the middle of our receiver, and we just could not get off of him, and it kind of stunned him. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, just wasn't quite sure how to react. And Malik, if he sees something like that, he's got to throw that one out of the yard. It's okay on a deep ball. Guys are running side by side. Throw the ball, put the ball in play, give somebody a chance to make a play. But if a guy gets stopped in his tracks like that, he never should have thrown it there.
Coach, what was the message at halftime? Come out and outscore them.
Yeah. Well, the message was just keep believing in yourself and focus on blocking, focus on tackling, focus on being accurate, focus on looking the ball in. Those are the things you need to focus on. Don't worry about the score. I told them we were already down 14 at one time and tied it up, and we're only down 7 now. And we got the ball. We got a whole half to play. So just keep playing ball and just keep believing. Yeah, we didn't get much going, really. We thought some of our inside zone plays would spit, and their gap integrity was great, and we really didn't get much movement, either vertically or horizontally. We just didn't do it. We had a little bit of success running on the edges, a little bit, and then, I don't even know. I guess we ran an inside zone to the tight end on the last touchdown. But we didn't have a lot of success. I thought in the run game they whipped us.
You asked, can you guys handle being the hunted team?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that. We showed another video just showing people who are ranked highly that that didn't get it done on that day because it's hard to stay at a fevered pitch. It's hard to take everybody's best shot every single week when you're a marked man or whether you're not. And you know, so I'm just like, I showed you this because I know you're human. I know it happens any given Saturday. It was funny. Antrell Roll, who was our honorary captain the night before the game, he talked about any given Sunday. You know, in the NFL, they say any given Sunday, the best team in the NFL can get waxed by one of the teams that maybe aren't playing too good. And they know that in the NFL, and we certainly know that in college.
Coach, you talked about your kids playing hard for the entire game. They've done that all season. They've never given up on themselves.
Yeah.
It seems like an attribute that has helped.
Yeah, even when they're making plays, you see guys running with all their heart to try to get a guy on the ground before he scores, you know. And there's a couple times when we got there and didn't quite get him on the ground, but the effort, the maximum effort to go get a guy on the ground when something breaks out and you know, make them play one more down, you know. And we've done that all year, and we did it all last year, and it's coaching. There's no question, and it's guys that are buying in and doing what they need to do.
Mark, how nice was it to get Amon involved again?
Yeah, I mean, we love Amon, getting him involved. I would say he's not his full speed self, but he's battling through some things like a lot of guys are. It's just a physical game, and guys have a variety of bumps and bruises and things that'll slow a guy down, and we just got to learn to fight through it, and Amon did that for us today.
First 10-win season since 2003. How nice is that?
That's nice. I've never been head coach and been 10-0. Somebody told me I've never been 9-0, so I guess I've never been 10-0 as head coach. It's a blessing. It's awesome.
I was just wondering, Coach, about Dale Harris.
Right. Yeah, you know, Dale has really come on. He's a very good route runner, a guy that knows what to do. And, you know, when you got a guy like Barrios that's playing offense, playing a lot of special teams, as a punt returner, he's covering kicks, I think, still. You know, you got to have somebody to spell Brax. And Dale, to his credit, Dale knows the flanker, the Z, the Y, and the X that we call these guys. He knows them all, and he can really plug in anywhere across the board.
Coach, this being senior day, you know, last home game for many seniors.
Right.
The senior class so special.
Well, they're awesome. You know, a year ago, the seniors were great because they bought in. That's all I asked them to do. I said, just buy into what we're doing. You do that, and the guys will follow you. This year, you got a bunch of guys that already know the standards that we've set as a staff and as a team, and now they're able to make sure everybody's upholding the standard, and that's true leadership by them. You know, there's only, I guess about 11 of them, not many, but you know, the guys that stayed are being blessed right now. Those guys have been through some rough times, and now they're feeling the fun of what's been happening this season, and hopefully it'll continue. But, you know, we talked about playing for the seniors and trying to bless them with the effort that you give. But, you know, we played two teams last year on their senior day, and they were emotional about playing for their seniors. So, you know, I said, hey, that emotion wears off after a little bit, and then we just got to get back to playing football.
Couple more guys.
How do you use this performance, you know, going into the week, especially
Right.
when they come
Yeah.
another noon start?
Yeah, noon start. It's on Friday. We don't have a lot of time, and you know Pitt doesn't either. But these guys know. They know. They know they got to get their rest. They know they got to take care of their bodies. This will be, I believe, the 11th game in a row. I think 10th, 11th. This may be, that was 9 in a row. This will be 10th in a row, and then there'll be a 13th in a row. That's a lot of weeks to go in a row because of the hurricane. And so we as coaches got to be wise and not do things to wear them out, but still do enough to be prepared. But they have to take care of themselves. Is what I told them. You know, we don't see you 24 hours a day. You know, you're in charge of resting. You're in charge of proper nutrition. You're in charge of hydrating like you need to. You're in charge of behaving like you're supposed to behave, and to give us the best chance to win on Friday.
Talk about Malik's
What's that? Yeah, Brax got banged up a little bit. He's okay. He finished the game. I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Malik's running and his touchdown.
Yeah. Oh, man, Malik, He thinks he's a great runner, okay? We're not ready to give him that yet, but, he slithers through there somehow. And I'm not real proud of his ball security, to be honest with you. The ball's kind of waving around a little bit, and he's been lucky. No one's kind of tomahawked it from behind, but he got in there, and I was thankful. That put us in a position to be a 2-score game late in the game, and forcing a team to go for it on fourth down, backed up that far was because we're up by 2 scores. They had to do it. So he did well. All right, gang. Thank you.
Thanks.